This series is a wrap.
I think it's a wrap.
Oh, hell yeah.
You're down 5, going into halftime.
Down 5.
Down 7.
Down 7.
Down 7.
Oh,
I think it's over.
I think it's over.
Wow.
Better. I'll put my house against your little house.
Zach don't have a little house.
Well, you got it. Well, my house bigger than yours.
Okay. It was a 14-3 run to close out the first half that has the New York Knicks up 7, looking for a 3-0 lead. We've been competing with Cardi B here.
We lost.
Hey, I don't know if those B's, that might be Cardi D's.
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
Charles Barkley just dared ESPN to fire him over comments that he made about Cardi B. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I'm a finance professor. Give me 2 minutes. I'm going to break this down for you and kind of give you an economic way to kind of look at what just happened here. So basically, Barkley's under fire because Cardi B was performing in the NBA Finals, apparently, and he's made a comment like her name shouldn't be Cardi B. It should be Cardi D because those are definitely D cups. So his comments about Cardi B's breasts led them to accuse him of being sexist and looking at women as cheap pieces of meat and disrespecting Cardi B's body and stuff like that. I want to be clear. Isn't it really interesting that Cardi B raps about her vagina and every other lyric tells you that she would probably have sex with you if you bought her a bag of Fritos and a popsicle, and encourages millions of little girls to trade their bodies for money, but yet Barkley's under fire for making remarks about the very same body that Cardi B disparages in every other lyric. Now, I don't know if Cardi B's offended by what Barkley said. I haven't seen any statements from her, but there's a couple ways to kind of look at this. First off, Barkley basically dared ESPN to fire him. He said, because I have an ironclad contract and they would have to pay me millions of dollars for years that I wouldn't actually be doing work. He said, I hope that they fire me. So that's a lesson about good contracts and reading contracts and making sure you're protected in the event that you decide to use your freedom of speech in a way that your overseer does not allow it. But second of all, it says something about branding and messaging. Cardi B's made millions of dollars by basically talking about herself and her body like it's a piece of meat. And that's her right. She raps about her WAP all the time. WAP is one of her most famous songs. And I find it so fascinating that that they're seeking to penalize Barkley for making a comment about the thing that Cardi B wants everybody to notice about her. So you kind of have to make a choice. What do you want to be? Do you want to be seen this way or that way? And also, it speaks to how economic incentives can drive everything, whether you're talking about Cardi B having the economic incentive to rap about her body in a way where little girls are being taught that if a man has enough money, you should have sex with him, which is in her lyrics. Go look them up. Or Barkley, who made a pretty good contract with ESPN, and they're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. So keep that in mind. Remember, money drives everything. And if you get your mind right and your money right, you're going to be in good shape when it comes to dealing with any kind of controversy, whether you side with Cardi or Barkley. Anyway, my name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. If you want to join me in financial class, put the word money in the comments if you're on Instagram. If you're not on Instagram, then text the word money to the number 87948. Talk to you soon.
I had to give that brother his stream over, recording over. He done pretty much said everything that needed to be said here. You know what's going to separate me from Charles Barkley, him, Cardi? I don't have a cellular device that's going to ring 24 hours a day from sponsorships and from fans that agree or disagree with my opinions that put a source of income in my account that can dictate and control where I go with my thinking pieces. See, I don't mind people telling me or saying you're dumb or you're lacking in in intellect or information, and you need to do research and this, that, and third. I already know how the internet works. That's cool. But what I will say is I don't have those restraints on me, so I can say whatever the hell I want within manageable and reasonable guidelines. Y'all, us as a society, we are some of the biggest hypocrites in the world, and it gets under my skin. It's annoying as fuck because there's really no talking to y'all for real. Sure, it would be nice to be able to have uncomfortable conversations and actually get somewhere, but you really can't do that, especially with fans and folks that are stuck in their ways. Like, once you got your mind set on you like a person, they can't really say or do anything wrong in your eyes. You know, and I know that most of the artists that we listen to or consume on a daily basis, they're not really healthy for us, adults and children alike. But that doesn't really matter as long as you're entertained by it. So in turn, the trade-off is you accept the toxicity, they get compensated for it. But in the same token, you get triggered by the fact that it gets exposed or called out for it, because you know that you are linked indirectly to what they've contributed to your own patterns in some type of way. You might not want to openly admit it, but everything that he said is accurate. That's why these kids are dismissive and passive and bad as hell. Depressed, oppressed, and everything else in between. Intellectually destitute, don't graduate, all types of stuff under and in between all this. So Charles Barkley, what he said, that's how they talk anyway. I didn't see the problem. Now, if it was on the other shoe, you know how this would go. And we see it every day, all day. So as far as I'm concerned, really, for those of you who pick and choose who you want to hold accountable, shut up. Just shut up. Because if you ain't going to do it for this person, then just don't say shit else. I don't want to hear it. Nobody wants to hear from you. Your opinion doesn't matter. You're biased. You've already made your stance. You're a part of the echo chamber, a part of the issues. You don't have no desire for no real resolve. That right there was nothing. And if you be realistic, my nigga, if y'all really felt some type of way about what he said, then you damn sure feel some type of way about what Megan Thee Stallion say, Sexy Red say, and everybody else, because they go into way more gruesome detail about their lifestyle, whether or not it's just satire or it's their reality. So just shut up. Salutes to Charles, though, man. He made his bread. He done traveled the world, did everything that was possible to man. Y'all talking about possibly reprimanding him because of a little comment. Meanwhile, you got Dr. Cheyenne Bryan running around here acting like and giving out life advice to people when she ain't got no proof or evidence that she's a doctor. Or do I have to continue on with the long list of people that y'all allow to get away with saying and doing certain things and offering up advice that's frivolous. I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comment section, are they being reasonable? And if you feel like they're being reasonable about his comment, I want to hear some real clear, concise arguments that make sense. Don't give me no half-ass stuff. I want to know how y'all really feel.